special sort of historical interest with us. I was one of the student leaders that demonstrated the support of your movement, the ANC, your leaders we are familiar with, and fortunately on that score we were not arrested. and Madiba or Nelson Mandela was of course a household name in Israel, and I'm glad to mention to my colleagues here that we grew up in the Tambo and even Cardinal Desmond Tutu, I met him too, and they have extremely witty cardinal. And you was fortunate, and you're now holding the fort to ensure that you can express the ideas and aspirations of these great leaders. We have produced great leaders, although we certainly know about the sufferings that we have endured, family members, but what is important is that you are now at the helm, and we are of course not only delighted but extremely happy that you're here, and you can see that with the sentiment of the students, university, the professors, the lecturers, we have comfort that on the doctorate from my alma mater, of course, which I would not publicly say, but it's a great university. My other colleagues don't come from that university. and you see, I made this personal choice that Cyril Ramaphosa was kept from that university. But as I said to you, President, despite the strong, sentimental, emotional ties, every trip I went to South Africa is always full of enthusiasm and delight. But we are not executing it in terms of trade, investments, culture, research, education. So it is a challenge for us, this meeting. Your visit is not just a normal diplomatic sort of engagement, but I think between true friends who share common aspirations, ideals. We admire your courage and tenacity when it comes to tackling issues, international issues, including Gaza. People do empathize with your background, historical antecedents of apartheid. You of course understand. In fact, the term apartheid became popular even in Gaza when they tried to use that, although now it becomes genocide. But before I hand over to you, I think it's proper that I introduce my team. Otherwise, as Lula said this morning, they may quietly complain that they are not being recognized, my team. So I will use the opportunity to introduce them to you. Saifuddin Nasution, so-called Ministry of Home Affairs. In those days, the Minister of Home Affairs was responsible for all our arrests. now it's the reverse, we don't. To my left is, of course, a very colorful Minister of Investments, Trade, and has done immensely great job in terms of introducing Malaysia and getting new investments. We have surpassed our initial projections in terms of investments, particularly in the new technology, AI, digital, and related new technology. And then to the right of Saifuddin is Khalid Nodi. Khalid Nodi is one of the Vice Presidents of UMNO, of course, ANC is very close to UMNO, to having a point with a very important member of our coalition. And if it goes wrong, blame him. He is Minister of Defense, a very important portfolio, And I mentioned earlier to the President, you know, we had engagement before on defense, much less now. So I think we need to seriously explore, we are much more advanced in terms of defense production as compared to us. And now that our strategy to open up new trade links and market, we should seriously look at South Africa. On the left, of course, Zhang Li Kang, Mr. Science, Technology and Innovation, to speak. He's also one of the vice presidents of my Justice Party. He's balanced out. Now to the right, again, is Shamsul Azri, Chief Secretary of the government. You know what Chief Secretaries are, they say generals. Yeah? They say yes to you, but they do what they like. To the left again, Omar Amin, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, and then again Sharul, Chief Secretary, the Prime Minister's Office, and Ahmad Rozian, Deputy Secretary General, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and the rest, of course, of the delegation. The ministers are going to spread out with the ASEAN meetings, including the Foreign Minister. Mr. Poli is only chairing the Foreign Minister meeting today. So thank you again, and thank you.
Thank you very much, my good friend, Prime Minister of Malaysia. It's a real joy to be here. And of course, greetings to our ministers and deputy ministers on both sides, and senior officials who are here present, and of course, members of the media who also always follow us. It is indeed a great pleasure, but for us, South Africa is almost like a homecoming. Malaysia has always played an important role in the life of our country. You supported us as we were struggling against the apartheid system, but you also strongly supported us as we were now emerging from the oppression of apartheid. Many of our officials, particularly in the international work and foreign relations, were trained here. They came here for a number of courses, and that prepared us very well. And so the visit that we are undertaking today here is quite an important one, and for us quite historic, because our contact, both at trade level, investment level, tapered down over the years. And today, due to your insistence, my good friend, Prime Minister, you have insisted that we should recalibrate our relationship, and we should reboot it, revive it, and reposition it. And for me, it's a real joy, and you say it should be more than an emotional coming together. Indeed, it should be, although there is quite a lot of that based on friendship and based on solidarity, which should also be very, very much based on how we should deal with each other on trade, on investment, and support for each other in diplomatic matters, internationally and otherwise. We are particularly happy that we are here, and we also have learned a lot from Malaysia. We've learned from your best practice in many, many ways. Our founding father was received with great warmth when he came here in 1997. So we too still remember that. So this visit builds on many, many years of cooperation that we have had, and we see this visit as being an opportunity for us to revitalize our bonds. And we also thank you for inviting us to participate in ASEAN. And we have also invited you to come and participate in the G20 not that it's a revenge, but it's it's something that we have to do. Your participation in the G20 with us is going to lift that summit. We are ready to receive up to 60 heads of state, and we're delighted that you will be amongst the leaders that we will be having. And of particular interest to our countries, the position that Malaysia occupies as a leading global hub